Okay, so in this video, I'm going to show you guys how to run the unpaired t-test. Right? And if you need to run a paired t-test, you'll do exactly the same thing. However, you'll just select the paired t-test aspect of it. Now, and I'll show you guys where that is in just a moment. Okay, so now to do this, right, I'm going to go under data analysis. So when I go under data analysis, my data analysis tool pack is right there. So I'm going to select that over here on the top right hand side. This time I'm going to scroll down and it's going to say t-test. So you can see how there's a t-test paired, two sample means. So that's where you'll run a paired test, especially for anything that's before and after. And then you got a t-test, two sample, assuming equal variances and assuming unequal variances. So how do you know which one that you need to select? In a paired t-test, it always has to be equal because you have a before and an after. So, you have two measurements. You're taking two measurements from the same individual. But in this unpaired t-test, what you're looking at is the sample size. How many males, how many females in this case? Are the numbers the same or are they different? So for an unequal variance, what we're going to select is we're going to select in order to so in this aspect, so for this analysis, we have different numbers of males versus females. So I'm going to select the two samples assuming unequal variances. Well, I know exactly. I have 4 males and 13 females. So that's the one that we're going to select right here. So I'm going to click OK on that one. So this input range now, I got two variables on there, variable 1, variable 2. So for variable 1, I'm going to select, highlight, click and hold. So I hit Control and then I hold and then I just kind of scroll all the way down. So now on variable range 2, I click right here on the 47 and then I hold that with the Control, or if you have a Mac, right, you'll use the little Apple key, and I drag that all the way down, except for I don't want duplicate that. So now my output range, again, I don't like to flip back and forth, so you can actually see right here is where my descriptive stats is located. I actually moved it up over to the left. And then so I'm going to place my output range for my analysis right here. And alpha value is set at 0.05, so p less than or equal to 0.05, and that is for statistical significance right there. So I'm going to select that, and I'm going to make this a little bit wider right here. I don't need to make it super wide though. Right, so then I'm going to label this as males and females, so I know which is which. And one of the things that you should notice right here, I'm going to make this a little bit bigger for us. So one of the things that you'll see right here is which p-value am I going to select. So here's the value, here's the probability that we're looking at. We have this one right here, so let me highlight this so that way you guys can see it. So let's do a little fill right there. And then there's the two-tail. Okay, so one-tail versus two-tail. Which one are you going to select? Okay. Based upon your hypothesis, you're going to select either the one or the two-tail. So did you specify any directionality, or did you not specify directionality? So in the next part of the video, one of the things that you're going to hear me talk about is you're going to hear me talk about the tails, one tail versus two tail. Well, in our case, our hypothesis was or is that there is a difference between the size of male and female roaches. So because I'm not saying that one is larger or smaller than the other one, this is a two-tail analysis. If I said that it was larger, males are larger, now I specified a particular direction, and as a result of that, we would select a one-tail analysis. But in this case, I need to select the two-tail because we said that there is no difference. There is a difference between the size of males and females, and we didn't specify if one is larger or smaller. So the correct analysis to use would be this one right here. Okay, so I just highlighted that in red right there for us. Okay, so that's the analysis portion of it right there. So the next thing that I'm going to show you guys is graphing. So we're going to graph this data, and we're going to graph the means for males and females. Oh, so one of the things I forgot to talk about that is there is no difference. So what we're going to do is we are going to reject our hypothesis saying that there is a difference between the size of males and females, and we're going to accept the null hypothesis. Okay? And in this case, that there is no difference between the sizes of male and female roaches on there. All right. So does that everybody feel pretty comfortable with that? So one thing here that I want you guys to take a look at is, I don't know what I want you guys to take a look at. You guys figure it out. All right, I guess I got to edit that part out. Anything else I want to say before I stop this?